Hey everybody, it's me, and we're going to go through the last world of Super Mario Bros. 3, Castle of the Koopa, or as it's known in North America, Darkland. That creepy Koopa using a nice guy potion. Alright. I really like how they portrayed Darkland, or Castle of the Koopa, in the TV show. But yeah, this is by far the hardest world, but also the most interesting world aesthetically. I mean, you saw the overworld there was kind of like the lava world, but it's more so reminiscent of hell, of all things, with all the skulls everywhere. And then now, you're not jumping over lava pits or anything. You're going through a whole war zone of tanks. Very un-Mario-like, but I welcome the change. So yeah, I like this a lot. Now, what's kind of interesting is that these tanks are not actually moving. Instead, the stage is scrolling like any other auto-scroller, and the wheels are just static objects, but they're making it look like they're rolling forward, which I thought was an interesting way of portraying moving tanks. You know, using their limitations to their advantage, not really needing the full power to make the tanks actually move. Again, for every home world for Bowser, they always use the lava world aesthetic. Or they sometimes use the dark world aesthetic, but never like this with tanks and everything. So yeah, another Mario 3 exclusive thing. And now, Small Mario, we're fighting a Boomerang Brother. Yeah, not Boom Boom. Or a Koopaling, just a Boomerang Brother. And these are technically not stages. They're just kind of like Hammer Brother equivalents. And here we have a different type. Kind of like the airship, but it's an actual ship this time. Now, you can cheese this entire level by swimming under it. If you go to the ground, try to maneuver yourself under the ship and then just mash A till the end of the stage. You can actually end up swimming under the entire thing. However, that's lame and I'm not going to do that, so yeah. This stage is not really that difficult anyway. Honestly, it's probably harder to swim under the ship because you have to keep mashing A and your thumb will probably be dislocated out of your hand joint by the time you make it to the end. And what's interesting is, Nintendo knew about this because in the Japanese version, which came out first, I don't know why they fixed it for American players to be able to cheese the stage. They actually make it harder for you to jump onto the final platform because in this version of the game, there's actually a block removed off the end of the ship, so you can actually make that jump easier. But in the Japanese version, they actually put a block there, so it's possible to make it, but it's a lot harder in that version. Also, another change that happened in Japan that isn't present here is that Fire Flower, and if you get hit with a Fire Flower or a Raccoon, you get instantly downgraded to Small Mario, unlike in this game where you still remained as Super Mario if you get hit by something. Alright, now this room is very interesting. There's actually 3 levels, or 4 levels in total here, but there's 3 that are completely random if you get them or not. I'm going to just show them off anyway, but there's the animation that shows you that you have no choice, you have to go into this level. The hand grabs you and just drags you down. Again, very reminiscent of hell. Oh, shoot. Well, at least I finished the level. Yeah, these levels are super short. Like I said, there's a chance that they drag you down, but not all the time. Sometimes you can just skip right over them. Like here, I would have not been forced to play it, but like I said, I want to show these levels off, so might as well just do them anyway. And that's probably the easiest one because the only obstacle there is the Potobos. Other than that, it's just jumping your way to the end. Now this third one here is probably going to be the hardest out of these little mini levels because it's just a long stretch, but there's Cheeps everywhere. So yeah, you want to be careful. It's kind of reminiscent of level 2-3 or 7-3 from the original Super Mario Brothers, except it's now in lava. It's now in hell. And I beat the level. And here's the most infamous level in World 8. The Air Force. Now I love the aesthetic for this level. It's a bunch of mini airships, which, I mean, true to its name, it's an Air Force. It goes really, really fast, so you really want to be on your toes to be able to get to the end. Apart from that, though, this level is not really that bad. You just want to make sure you're fast enough, but also make sure you can... Oh, shoot, I think I died, yep. Luckily, though, unlike other airships, this one actually won't run away from you. So that's nice, at least. This is way easier with the Raccoon Leaf, but again, I kind of wanted to keep just the whole thing of not using a power-up, so why not? I only really used the star. Well, actually, I might have used a power-up like in the earlier worlds, so for all I know, that whole vow of not using power-ups before levels may have been gone a while ago, and I just haven't been doing it since, but, you know, whatever. I'm just having fun playing some Super Mario Bros. 3. I want to be very careful there. Don't run into the rocky wrench there. Over here. I like how the flamethrowers are used as, like, the thrusters. That's really clever. Oh, dang it! Yeah, I find level 7 or World 7's airship way harder though than this one, that's for sure. Because in World 7's airship, you had to deal with those conveyor belt things that, like I said, if you time your jump wrong, you just fall through them. And in this stage, you don't have to do anything of the sort. There's no conveyor belts in this stage. Okay. Oh, shoot! I ran right into him! Dang it! After I just said this stage wasn't that hard, wow, it's making me look like a freaking liar. Lovely liar. Oh, shoot! I died again! Damn it! Liar, liar, plants for hire. Or, referencing the other liar, liar. Can't quite do a Jim Carrey. Okay. Whee! This level actually has a lot of nostalgic memories for me because I remember playing this level specifically in ninth or no, yeah, it was 9th grade. It was a 9th grade science project. Frick! Me and my best friend at the time were doing a science project, and it involved a whole lot of waiting. That's actually what we were doing most of the time. We were just doing a bunch of waiting for the science fair project. And during the waiting areas, we just played through we just played through Super Mario Bros. 3 on his NES. And it was a ton of fun. We didn't like go through the entire game. We just used the warp whistles to get to World 8. But I remember just me and him trading off on this level, and it was really fun. I actually got really baffled because I didn't. Whenever I first played this game was a long time prior to that hangout. It was supposed to be for a science project, not a hangout. And I did not remember the Air Force being that fast, so I kind of like freaked out at him. I'm like, damn! Finally, maybe nostalgic stories is my superpower because talking about that story made me beat it no problem. And, believe it or not, that was just the intro. Yeah, now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes of World 8. Because we're actually going to legitimately 8-1. Now, this is probably the hardest level in this entire world. Mostly because of this first section right here. This section has a lot of fire-spitting piranha plants. Dang it! Yeah, the death counter is really going to go up in this world, I'm telling you that right now. It might have not gone up much in the other worlds, but definitely going to go up in this one. Because I remember also with this one a lot. I was holding left. Come on, game. I also remember this level really playing a lot whenever we were hanging out for that aforementioned science project thing we were doing. Oh, shoot. Come on. Come on. Nice. Dang it, I was trying to make him shoot upwards. I'm trying to make him shoot upwards again. Okay, it's fine. I made it through. Oh, shoot. What? What happened? Whatever. Must have just not jumped high enough. But yeah, I struggled a lot with this level whenever we were hanging out during that science project as well. I did eventually beat the Air Force while we were waiting for those. It was like a rock dissolving project. It was actually kind of cool. We were just mixing in different, like, I guess, different types of mixes and putting different types of rocks in each one of them. Damn it! We were putting different types of rocks and different types of, like, acids. And then just, like, seeing which one would dissolve the rock faster, or how it would, or in what way would it do it, or something along those lines. Dang it, dude! Jeez! Oh, can I jump up there, please? I guess not. Just trying to get through the stage, man. Jeez. Oh, crap! Man, I really don't want to make these episodes too long, but I guess I have no choice. I'll probably cut them out in 2 parts if it's longer than 15 minutes and just have like a mini part 2 episode. Okay, finally, that's what I wanted to do. Let's get the freaking star. Okay, and oh what? I was over him, right? Come on. Crap! Like I said, none of these levels have any checkpoints, so it's one beautiful run, otherwise you go back to the beginning. He only shot one that time, that's weird. I guess the Starman really isn't worth it to get, so I might as well just beat it. Ooh, okay, there we go, nice. Somehow do better when I'm not invincible. Come on, we want to bait the bullet bills. There we go. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. That's a beautiful run. There you go. Not freaking like dying over and over again. Jeez. Now, this level is actually really simple. There's a neat little shortcut here. I kind of didn't want to do this because we miss an integral part of the level, but at the same time, it's a neat little bonus room, so I'll show it. The right side, if you go down to that first sand pit, you get 2 pipes. This one on the left will give you a power-up. The one on the right will give you just a bunch of coins. Both of them will lead you to that specific pipe there. And then it's a straight shot to the end of the level. If you've got the raccoon suit, you can just fly over this pit here too. You don't have to deal with it. However, if you don't go... Oh, wow, we got a mushroom, fire, and star. And that's the last card we get in the game too. So that's kind of fitting for the last one. We got all 3 of them in order too. Right, here we got a fortress. This is a bit more of a maze fortress. Now, this fortress is kind of jerkish if you don't know what you're doing, so... Luckily, though, I know what I'm doing. Pew! Say that I almost died. Oh, shoot. I forgot I need a raccoon tail for this. Thought I could keep the fire flower. Oh, crap! Dang it! Yeah, you can get through that without going through that brick wall with the raccoon tail. That's what I like about this specific fortress, is that there's actually many ways you can go through it, but there's one set way that I like to do every time, so not going through that specific path that I know, it kind of messes me up. But there are other ways you can go through this. This is just the path that I like. Dang it, dude, I need to go respawn the block again. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot! No, 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 no! I jumped. Come on. But yeah. I don't remember if we actually beat the game that night. I think we finished the... Frick. I think we finished the... Oh, shoot. I kind of needed that, actually. Oh, actually, no. There's a P-switch at the end of the wall, but I died anyway, so it's fine. Hey, I have an excuse for dying so much. This was geared to more hardcore players, and I mean, I guess I would consider myself a hardcore player, but I keep dying, so guess not so much. Again! Jesus! Oh my god. Okay. Seriously, come on. I know I'm better than this. Come on. Stupid thwomp. What's interesting about the thwomp in there, we saw one in World 6, but there's another one in this level, that those thwomps go sideways, actually. And this is the first game that thwomps made their appearance, so... it's kind of interesting that they made that mechanic so quickly. They don't really do that anymore in the newer games. I don't think I've ever seen like a sideways thwomp in like a new Super Game. And can I please keep the freaking raccoon for more than 5 seconds so I can actually get through the stage? Thank you. Jeez, God. Don't hit that block yet. Instead, you want to break these blocks. And then get the Starman. And now what you want to do is actually go down under this sideways thwomp, speaking of those guys, and you want to hit this piece which was to spawn a door, but don't go through that one, go through this other door that it spawned. So yeah, if you go through the other door, I believe you loop around to the beginning of that room, so you don't want to hit that. And here's Boom Boom, now with a conveyor belt for the first time. Yeah, it's still really easy because Boom Boom himself doesn't actually move via conveyor belt, only you do, so it's not that much harder. Yeah, but I remember that hangout vividly, not too well, but yeah, vividly. I don't remember if we actually beat the game that night or not. I think we finished the science project before we actually got to the end. Which, if I had better skill, I would have actually made it to the end. I'm gonna get hit by that yet. Now, this is a bit more of an interesting level because the first level had like a bunch of tanks rolling to you. This level is more so one big tank that you're inside of the entire time. Which I don't know why they would have giant cannons inside of a tank. Kind of seems like a self-destructive design choice. But hey, I'm not Bowser. So, yeah. He knows how to make them, I don't. So, shouldn't question the master. If you're wondering what actually hurts you from the bomb blast is the stars. So as long as you don't touch any of the stars, you'll be fine. And that was really short. I was expecting that level to go on for a little bit longer for some reason. Urgh. And wow, I did the speedrun trick. I actually jumped at the right time to get it as soon as possible. Nice. And the final castle. Now this stage is also kind of a bit of a maze, so you want to make sure you go through the right doors. Well, it's actually not, well actually no, it's not too much of a maze, because once you get past that first part, this area kind of splits off into two different paths. Depending on which path you take will be easier or harder. I'm going to take the easier path personally, just because in case someone's following along, they don't want the game to be too hard, so take the easier path. It's not that much easier, so it's not like I'm... Oh shoot, no, 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 no! Dang, dude. I was like doing so well at the beginning of this, and now I'm just bad. Like, starting World 7 is when I started, like, dying massively, and then, like, I've never recovered from that. That sucks, dude. Oh, shoot, now I can't do that skip because I'm not Big Mario anymore. That sucks. And it's not really much of a skip. If anything, it's just, like, a convenience thing, really, because, like, I'm already there where I was before. It's best to go to the top path because most of the Potobos won't actually reach you up here. Whee! I take my hand off the controller for 1 second to scratch my head, and that happens. Also, I take damage because it didn't go down fast enough. Damn it. Now jump because that one shoots a laser, but none of the other ones do, so you're fine. If that one shot, that would be immensely frustrating. The raccoon tail makes this section a whole lot easier. But if you don't have it, it's still not that bad. Just want to avoid the fireballs. Kind of reminiscent of the original Super Mario Brothers. And Bowser! You don't want to attack him directly. Instead, you want to make him crush those blocks. And once he falls through the floor, he's dead. There's 3 layers. If you go through some paths, then it's going to make it do 4 layers. Now, a nice little trick here is that if you actually duck, his upper half of his body won't actually have collision. So yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. Also, this song is awesome. It's reused in Super Mario RPG. And Moonwalk to the end, nice. And we beat the game. Thank you, but our princess is in another castle. Just kidding. Nice. Hop, 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 bye-bye. Sorry for the really robotic voice, but the text was going so slow, so that's how I imagine it. And one of my favorite ending themes to Mario ever, besides Super Mario 64. And it's the credits roll. You can see the names of the worlds. These are going to be the American names, though, so yeah, this would normally be Desert Hill in Japan, but it's Desert Land here. Well, that was Super Mario Bros. 3, all in one sitting because this game has no save feature. That's honestly my biggest gripe with the game, is that there's no save feature. It's really hard to just beat this game in one sitting, because you have to set aside a huge chunk of time, especially if you're not skilled in the game. But introduced a lot of new power-ups, introduced world themes that will stay to the very end of the series. Mario controls very well in this game. Such fun level designs, such fun level gimmicks, awesome music, peak of NES Mario. I think it's one of my favorite 2D Mario games of all time. And with that, see you guys next time.